Hello, I'm Daniel Peacock from Reading College. I'm here today interviewing the principal, Leslie. I'm going to ask her some questions from the students of Reading College. Leslie, reflecting back on our last academic year, what are the college's priorities for the coming academic year in terms of our students go further?
Our college mission is our students go further, as you know, and what we recognise is that students achieving their qualifications is really, really important. But in this day and age, we really need to ensure that students leave the college with more. They need to leave with employability skills, they need to leave with a direct sense of purpose, having built up their self-esteem and confidence, and to ensure that if they go on to higher education or if they go into a job, that they're really, really successful. So all that we do at the college is geared towards that. So staff focus on it, students are encouraged to focus on it, and what we're seeing is increasing number of students becoming successful when they leave the college. So next year, it's about building on that and developing it further. I think the most important thing for me though, is we do all that serious stuff, which is really, really important, but it's also important that students enjoy their time with us and have a good time, so that they learn well and build friendships so that they achieve better.
Fantastic. After a great Ofsted result, what do we need to do to achieve outstanding status?
The big thing about outstanding is that it depends on the students and how we support the students. The more the students are involved in planning their own learning, in influencing the college, in really engaging to make it outstanding, the better. Now some people might think, well, it's not up to the students, it's up to the staff. But for me, if we can develop students who've got the confidence to take the college forward, we will have an outstanding college. And indeed, we have got some areas in the college which were graded outstanding in Ofsted and some that are very, very close. But until students really are driving, then we won't get to that outstanding, and that's what we're doing now.
Terry Halgarth from Year 1 Chef and Restaurant asks, what aspect of your job do you find most satisfying?
There's no question in my mind. The best bits are when I go and see what students are doing and when students come to tell me what they've been doing. There's so much happening in the college. Every time I walk round, I see different things. So last week I saw a whole lot of things going on in science and engineering, students competing against each other with fabulous ideas and with a great deal of enthusiasm. I see student artwork being put up all around the place. I see students selling their wares and now running the college shop. There's all sorts of things, and every time I see that, that's what I really enjoy.
What advantages would I benefit from coming to Reading College rather than any other college?
Whatever college people choose to go to, whatever college you would choose to go to, you'd have a good experience, there's no doubt about that. Further education offers such a wide range of opportunities. What we're trying to do here is to give that little bit extra, to involve students more and to really develop those additional skills. And that's what I believe that students at Reading College do gain from being here as opposed to any other college.
Stuart Short, who's doing IT, if there was one thing you could change about Reading College, what do you think it would be?
It's funny, we're always moving and changing and developing to try and improve things. The thing that is hardest though is, for me, is a very big object, which would be a sports hall. So if I could change anything, I'd bring a sports hall into the college, because it just would give all the sports students lots of opportunity. We've got lots of students who are interested in sport. I'd love them to have that sports hall. We've got the gym now with this year, which is great. Everything else we can work on, but something like that, I would love that just to appear one day.
Matthew Meredith, who is doing Level 1 Carpentry and Joinery, he asks, what advice would you give to a new student starting college to ensure that they are successful at college?
I think the key thing that all students have got to do is really focus on their work and really engage with what it is they have to do on a day-to-day basis. Get the basics right, make sure you turn up on time, make sure you do everything that's requested, but also ask for support and help. Make sure that you get the support and help that you want. The thing about the college is there are lots of people here who can support students in a myriad of different ways. And we will always look to give students that support, but actually making sure that you get it yourself is absolutely key. And learn from each other. We've got staff who are very, very knowledgeable in the college, but our students have a wealth of knowledge themselves. So use every person that there is here to really help you in your studies.
And Harry, doesn't say second name, I'm sorry, Level 2 Chef and Restaurant. He says, what improvements can we expect next year?
Well, we are constantly seeking to develop and improve teaching and learning, and that has improved significantly over the past 3 years. Our use of technology has increased significantly. What we're now doing is we're establishing partnership with employers, and we're setting up learning companies so that students can not only learn all the knowledge and develop all the skills they have to in their college environment, actually working with partners outside helps them have that real life experience as well. So for example, in the performing arts area, which is a course in the college, the BTEC course, we've now decided to partner with Reading Rep, who are a proper theatre company with all the contacts and experience that theatre companies bring with them, to set up the Reading School of Performance. So our students from performing arts will join a theatre company from next year. They won't only do the course, they'll actually have the experience of contributing to real life theatre activity.
Aaron Oglesby, who's doing Level 1 Hospitality, asks, what is your biggest achievement within this college?
It's funny, there's very little that you actually do on your own in a college. We have 500 staff here and 7,500 students. I guess the Ofsted I'm very pleased with. Again, that wasn't just me on my own. The reputation of the college is improving, and the range of courses we offer is improving, and student success rates are improving. So I think perhaps it's the sense of feel-good that now is in the college, and a positive can-do attitude, which I guess I'm most pleased with, because it's that contributes to all those other areas and will keep the college moving forward.
Philip Drain, Level 1 Hospitality, asks, why are you so pro-technology?
I think for me it's critical as a key element of the world we live in. Technology appears everywhere, and for me we have to use it within the college so that students have the advantage when they go out of being aware of technology, having used it. It's also a fantastic way to encourage independent learning and communication between students and enhance learning. So for me it's absolutely critical, and if we talk about our students having the edge, the more we use technology, the more valuable their skills become in the marketplace outside.
And how do you think the way Reading College caters for learning difficulties is improving?
It's a very strong element of our provision. Our students with learning difficulties are an important part of our community, and for me the most important thing is that we see supporting our students with learning difficulties as not only supporting them to develop basic skills, but helping them to move into the world of work. We had 300 work placements for our students with learning difficulties last year, and we work carefully with employers. So I believe it's about setting high aspirations and expectations, and my experience is those students really can achieve very, very highly in all sorts of different areas, and we have to give them credit for that, and we have to support that, and we do.
And how important is pastoral support for students within individual departments?
You know, when people look at the college sometimes, I think, well, what a very big place and lots of students. But for me, I know that each department offers very strong support for individuals. So it's almost like a small community within a large community. And the pastoral support, which is basically ensuring that students are happy, know what are focused, are properly supported in either learning or with any difficulties that they might have, I know that we do that well in the college, and that's because departments themselves are quite small and very supportive of those individuals. I often say to students who come here, and you can tell if they come here for the first time, particularly younger students, and they look at the size of the place and the length of the corridors, within a few days that will mean nothing to them. They'll have their home base and feel very confident in that.
With all the improvements to the building and the primary focus on younger students, what improvements are planned for mature students?
There's two things. In a very practical way, we are increasing our higher education provision, and we are going to be developing an area for our higher education and professional level students, which will give them a study focus. I think the other way we're supporting our adult students. A lot of our adult learners come through our employability unit, and developing tailored courses specifically to help those students develop their skills, because adult learners will come in for a myriad of different reasons, maybe to do a higher education course, maybe to help them progress at work, and maybe because actually through their lives they haven't quite developed the skills that they would want to have. And that group are perhaps the most vulnerable group. It's harder for them to come across the threshold and actually admit to needing support in that way. As far as I'm concerned, I admire people who step forward as adults to come and say they want to develop their skills in whatever way it is, and we just make sure that those very focused courses help that. Technology actually does help adult learners, because one of the challenges for adult learners often is time. So adult learners might have a job, a family, myriad other commitments. They want to come to college, but it's quite challenging at times. Technology can enable us to help and support their learning remotely and make links and contacts with people, which does help them.
Thank you very much, Leslie.
Pleasure.
And thank you very much for watching.